Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our exclusive video presentation on the importance of preserving a remnant, focusing on Nehemiah chapter 7. The historical account of Nehemiah in the Old Testament holds valuable lessons for us today, particularly in terms of preserving a remnant. In Nehemiah chapter 7, we witness the significance of this concept played out. Now, the city was large and spacious, but the people in it were few, and the houses were not rebuilt. This verse sets the scene for our discussion on the importance of preserving a remnant. A remnant refers to a small group of faithful individuals who hold on to their roots, their heritage, and their faith amidst challenging circumstances. In Nehemiah's time, Jerusalem was in ruins and its population was decimated. Nehemiah recognized the importance of preserving the remnants of his people and their identity. My fellow Israelites, we must rebuild not only the physical walls of Jerusalem, but also our spiritual walls. Our people, our heritage, and our connection to God must not be lost. We must preserve the remnant. Nehemiah took census records to identify those who were true Israelites, descendants of the exiles who had returned. This meticulous documentation allowed Nehemiah to preserve the remnants of their people. Nehemiah understood that preserving a remnant was vital to the survival of their culture, their faith, and the promises God had made to them. By doing so, they would maintain a strong foundation for future generations. The remnant metaphor applies to our lives today. Just as Nehemiah recognized the importance of preserving a remnant in rebuilding Jerusalem, we too must identify and preserve our own remnant. It is through preserving the remnants of our cultural heritage, faith, and values that we honor and pass on the wisdom of our ancestors. This enables us to build a stronger foundation for future generations. Jesus said in Matthew 5:18, "For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen, will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished." Just as Nehemiah united his people to rebuild Jerusalem, we too can come together as a diverse community, preserving our respective remnants while embracing the remnant of others. Let Nehemiah's example inspire us to value the remnants of our past, to connect with our heritage, and to preserve what holds us together. By doing so, we contribute to building a stronger, united world, one remnant at a time. Thank you for watching our presentation on the importance of preserving a remnant. May it inspire you to value the remnants of your own life and heritage and encourage others to do the same. Outline 1. Nehemiah organizes after the wall is finished. 7:1-5. 2. Genealogies of the people who returned in the first wave. 6-69. 3. People donate to the work. 70-73. Or Ezra reads the word to all the people. 8:1-8. 7. Now it came to pass, when the wall was built, and I had set up the doors, and the porters and the singers and the Levites were appointed, that I gave my brother Hanani and Hananiah, the ruler of the palace, charge over Jerusalem, for he was a faithful man and feared God above many. And I said unto them, let not the gates of Jerusalem be opened until the sun be hot, and while they stand by, let them shut the doors and bar them, and appoint watches of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, everyone in his watch, and everyone to be over against his house. Now the city was large and great, but the people were few therein, and the houses were not builded. And my God put into mine heart to gather together the nobles, and the rulers, and the people, that they might be reckoned by genealogy. And I found a register of the genealogy of them which came up at the first, and found written therein. Discussion questions. 1. What did Nehemiah do after the wall had been finished? How did he start to take them forward from pre-wall life to post-wall life? 3. What do we learn about Nehemiah from this? What type of people did he put in charge? Why is this important? What is the point of Nehemiah's plans in verse 3? 6. What did Nehemiah plan to do in verse 5? How did he get this idea? How does this relate to chapter 8? 1 verse 1. Rebuilding the wall wasn't the end, it was the beginning. There was still work to be done. Nehemiah wanted to make sure that things would run smoothly. He wanted to make sure that things wouldn't regress. There are times to build, and there are times to preserve what has been built. Imagine how foolish it would be if, after all of that work rebuilding the wall, a tactical mistake allowed the enemy to come into the city and defeat them. Nehemiah continues to organize and delegate and make sure that every detail is attended to. 2. He puts wise leaders in charge. He appoints leaders that he knows and trusts. He appoints leaders who fear God and are men of integrity. This is what Paul also commanded in 1 Timothy and Titus about appointing elders. 3. He sets rules for the opening and closing of the gates and appoints guards. If one gate was left open at the wrong time, or if one spot was unguarded, all of their work may have been done for nothing. Nehemiah understood that their achievements and past victories would not guarantee that the enemy would stop trying to destroy them. He understood that his enemy would persevere. He surveyed the wall to find the weakness to fix it before. Now his enemy would survey the wall to find the weakness to attack. Application. We should be alert and aware. We should understand our weaknesses and take appropriate measures to protect ourselves from temptation in those areas. For example, 4. Nehemiah called the people together. God put this idea in his heart. We will see the result of this idea in chapter 8. Worshipping God is a community affair, both in the Old Testament and now we need to fellowship with other believers. This is the public side of our faith. We can both receive and give encouragement to others. We can challenge each other. We can both receive teaching and teach others. 2 are stronger than 1. Together we are stronger than we are by ourselves. Be sure you regularly fellowship with and serve God together with other believers. 6. These are the children of the province that went up out of the captivity, of those that had been carried away, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away, and came again to Jerusalem and to Judah, every one unto his city, who came with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Azariah, Rehemiah, Nahamani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispereth, Bigvai, Nehum, Baanah. The number, I say, of the men of the people of Israel was this: 8, the children of Parosh, 2,172. The children of Shephatiah, 372. 10, the children of Ara, 652. 11, the children of Pahath Moab, of the children of Jeshua and Joab, 2,818. The children of Elam, 1,254. 13, the children of Zatu, 840. 14, the children of Zakai, 703 score. 15, the children of Binui, 648. 16, the children of Babai, 628. 17, the children of Azgad, 2,322. 18, the children of Adonikam, 603 score and 7. 19, the children of Bigvai, 2,003 score and 7. 20, the children of Adin, 655. 21, the children of Adar of Hezekiah, 98. 22, the children of Hashem, 328. 23, the children of Bazai, 324. 24, the children of Hariph, 112. 25, the children of Gibeon, 90. 26, the men of Bethlehem and Netopha, 104 score and 8. 27, the men of Anathoth, 128. 28, the men of Bethazmaveth, 40. 29, the men of Kirjath Jearim, Shephirah, and Beeroth, 740. 30, the men of Ramah and Gaba, 620. 31, the men of Michmas, 120. 32, the men of Bethel and Ai, 120. 33, the men of the other Nebo, 50. 34. The children of the other Elam, 1,250 and 4. 35. The children of Harim, 320. 36. The children of Jericho, 340 and 5. 37. The children of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 720 and 1. 38. The children of Sanaa, 3,930. 39. The priests, the children of Jediah, of the house of Jeshua, 970 and 3. 40. The children of Immer, 1,050 and 2. 41. The children of Pashur, 1,240 and 7. 42. The children of Harim, 1,017. 43. The Levites, the children of Jeshua of Kadmiel, and of the children of Hodeva, 70 and 4. 44. The singers, the children of Asaph, 140 and 8. 45. The porters, the children of Shallum, the children of Ader, the children of Talmon, the children of Akub, the children of Hatita, the children of Shobai, 130 and 8. 46. The Nethinims, the children of Ziha, the children of Hashupha, the children of Tabauth, 47. The children of Keros, the children of Sia, the children of Padon, 48. The children of Labana, the children of Hagabah, the children of Shalmai, 49. The children of Hanan, the children of Giddel, the children of Gahar, 50. The children of Reiah, the children of Rezin, the children of Nekoda, 51. The children of Gazam, the children of Uzzah, the children of Phaseah, 52. The children of Besai, the children of Munim, the children of Nephishesam, 53. The children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakufa, the children of Harhur, 54. The children of Bazlith, the children of Mahida, the children of Harsha, 55. The children of Barkos, the children of Sisera, the children of Tama, 56. The children of Nezia, the children of Hatifa, 57. The children of Solomon's servants, the children of Sotai, the children of Sophereth, the children of Perida, 58. The children of Jaala, the children of Darkon, the children of Giddel, 59. The children of Shephatiah, the children of Hattil, the children of Pochereth of Zebaim, the children of Ammon, 60. All the Nethinims and the children of Solomon's servants were 390 and 2. 61. And these were they which went up also from Tel Mela, Tel Harisha, Cherub, Adon, and Immer. But they could not show their father's house, nor their seed, whether they were of Israel. 63. And of the priests, the children of Habiah, the children of Koz, the children of Barzillai, which took one of the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite to wife, and was called after their name. 64. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but it was not found. Therefore were they, as polluted, put from the priesthood. And the Tirshatha said unto them, that they should not eat of the most holy things, till there stood up a priest with Urim and Thummim. 66. The whole congregation together was 40 and 2,303 score. 67. Beside their manservants and their maidservants, of whom there were 7,330 and 7, and they had 240 and 5 singing men and singing women. Their horses, 730 and 6, their mules, 240 and 5. 9. Their camels, 430 and 5. 6,720 asses. Discussion questions. 1. How many people returned in the first wave? Who led them? 3. Are there any lessons we can learn from their return? 1. Many of the families made the decision to go back to Jerusalem. This could not have been an easy decision. Most of them were born and raised in the Babylonian Empire. This was home to them in a sense. The people they knew were there. Their houses were there. They had friends there. They had careers and jobs and possessions. They had security. Back in Jerusalem, they wouldn't know what to expect. Certainly, there would be dangers both on the way and when they arrived back. They would have to start their lives completely from scratch. They would face difficulties and opposition, but they made the choices to go because God stirred their hearts. God put this desire in their hearts, and they responded. They realized that Babylon wasn't really their home. It wasn't the land God had promised to them. Judah was their home. This is similar to the concept that we are also aliens in a foreign land, and our citizenship is in heaven. Application. These people obeyed God's will for them, much like their ancestor Abraham had done so long before. We must be willing to obey Christ no matter how much it costs. That is what it means to be his disciple. The list in Nehemiah 7 is the same as the list in Ezra 2. The people each returned to his own city. Although 70 years had passed, they continued keeping track of family lines and property ownership. Ezra numbers all the people meticulously. I get the impression of a very organized return. It is not chaos. Everything is done in order. The leaders taking them back know exactly who is going back and where they will go and who they are with. This gives a certain amount of safety and accountability. You can imagine they also likely did some periodic counts to make sure that everyone who left Babylon was still safe and in the caravan. 3. We see some people from all of the key groups returning, including Benjamin, Judah, Levites, priests, and temple servants. 4. If you add up all the numbers given in the first part of the chapter, it is actually around 10,000 short of the number given in verse 64. This is explained by the fact that Ezra doesn't list out everyone by family, probably not including the numbers for non-Judah and Benjamin tribes. 5. We also see that there are a couple of groups who could not find records of their ancestry. They were therefore excluded from serving as a priest until a priest could ascertain God's will for them from the Urim and Thummim. What is that? 6. Upon returning to the land, one of the first things they did was give a contribution to the temple to build the foundation. This appears to be by a volunteer basis. The people freely give of what they received when they left Babylon. This gets the temple construction project off to a good start. 7. I notice that the number of people returning seems very few. There are only 42,360. Contrast that with the likely 2 million people leaving Egypt at the Exodus. We can see Israel has been humbled. Its position is very low. They have no standing, status, or power in world affairs. Later, we will see that Jerusalem is a pitiful sight with no walls. The few things they have were mostly given to them by charity. They only have the right to be there because the leader of the empire they now serve gave them permission. No more are they a strong, proud, independent nation. They are lowly servants dependent on the crumbs falling from their master's table. What can we learn from this? God certainly blessed them and showed them his grace to allow them to return, but sin doesn't come without consequences. God eventually forgave them and restored them, but what they were restored to was much less than what they lost before. In our own lives, God will always be willing to forgive us and accept us back again, but it doesn't mean that we can get everything we had before we sinned. Therefore, by far the best choice is to never stray from or disobey God. Lorem ipsum. 70. And some of the chief of the fathers gave unto the work. The Tirshatha gave to the treasure 1,000 drams of gold, 50 basins, 530 priests' garments. 7. And some of the chief of the fathers gave to the treasure of the work 20,000 drams of gold and 2,200 pounds of silver. And that which the rest of the people gave was 20,000 drams of gold and 2,000 pounds of silver and 67 priests' garments. So the priests and the Levites and the porters and the singers and some of the people and the Nethinims and all Israel dwelt in their cities. And when the 7th month came, the children of Israel were in their cities. Discussion questions. Who donated? What kind of things did they donate? What can we learn from them? Comment. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts of this Bible study on Nehemiah 7, Lorem Ipsum. We want to help you study the Bible, obey the Bible, and teach the Bible to others.